Hello everyone and welcome to episode 7, I believe. Episode 7, yeah. Alright. Oh man, I forgot how well we were doing. There's been a bit of a break in between when I'm recording this audio. Wow. Go us. And we are kicking some Japanese tail over in the peninsula. Also in the mainland too. The Fengtian government. Japan, you've got a weak puppet. I have strong colonies. You have weak colonies. We're about to kick them officially out of the Korean peninsula. We already ended the war on the mainland. And now we must kind of wait, because we have a Russian bear to go silence. I don't really think there's... Yeah, no, this is my beginning opening plans to take Petrograd, because apparently they left that as the capital, which I don't understand. Moscow is like strategically in a great position. It is sitting right... Oop, I moved the screen a little bit. It is sitting right there. It is absolutely perfect for them to deal with, or for them to defend, I should say. Yeah, this is, I think, alright, the Ukrainian line is stabilized enough, or at least to the point that I can start pushing up. And we'll do exactly that. I haven't called Belarusia into the war yet. I have not, and I'm very tempted to. I still have my defensive line, partially because I'm scared. Also, I've almost inflicted 1 million casualties on the Russians. Well, I mean, to be fair, I haven't done it. Ukraine's probably done it more than I have. We just didn't start winning until I showed up. Also, yeah, no, Ireland has definitely been sending their men on suicidal runs to try and attack Britain, because they're reduced to 1 division on their home island. Ireland is too important of a staging point for me to lose, so I'll have to keep it up. My navies still aren't done. I also just realized I didn't even notice that a ton of my planes are still in the air. I'm also going to just... Yeah, this is around the time whenever I realized that my navy is awesome, because I'm just absolutely demolishing the British Navy. This is also around the time I realized, you know what, screw it, I'm going to stop dealing with the English Channel. But oh man, how many ships did I sink there? I really hope I check the war count. Yeah, 15 submarines. Oh boy. That's awesome. Yep, now we control the English Channel completely. Now to prepare the naval invasion from Dublin. I believe our plan is to land at Liverpool. It's only fitting that the English die from some place known as Liverpool. We'll get the plans ready. Oh man, I don't realize it right now, but I don't have any convoys, and I can't do a naval invasion without convoys. Oh, silly, stupid me. Silly, silly me. Yes, the Korean Peninsula has finally been dealt with. So the best place, honestly, to bring these guys is to bring them down to Siam and deal with Siam. Fall of Petrograd. I don't even have to check my other front, thanks to that little tidbit. Although, let's just say we're winning on all fronts. And this is around the time I start realizing Belarusia is not in the war. I think. Do I? When do I start realizing this? Okay. This is around the time that I realize that I need to put soldiers on these lines back here, otherwise I will be cut off. I think around here is whenever I realize that if I call in the Belarusia army, I could make a pocket. But we're still pushing here. Pretty easily, I must say. That line is pretty close to Moscow. We've inflicted 1 million casualties. Ooh. Yes. Oh yeah, this is when I realize it. I look at my army just sitting there, wondering why they're not being attacked. Realize Belarusia's not in the war. Begin to think to myself, the more soldiers that they pour in there, the bigger losses they will have once I cut it. So I begin planning in my devious little way of eventually pushing Belarusia into the war. Oh, I do it immediately. All right, neat. Instantly pushing Belarusia into the war, attacking the people at their sides to ensure that they can march easily. Oh man, I didn't realize the cavalry division of theirs wasn't pinned down. Oh, and also their counterattacking stuff. Man, if I was smart enough, I could have absolutely done. Oh, I did do largely what I had planned. I cut off quite a few divisions in there, but I could have absolutely done more if I had been even a little intelligent at the time. I'm actually really happy. I only have to re-record audio for this and one more, and then I'm good. Yeah, they navally invaded me down there, which is an issue. But then I realized I can just ask for the rest of the forces that they have, and I can use those forces to attack them. Because they don't, for some reason, they navally invaded next to the port, which is just so stupid. But we're pushing them up back in Manchuria. It definitely helped that Russia was also at war with Japan, because those two just kind of bled out on each other. That army is almost done being built. We've got plans to invade Ireland, or not Ireland, we have plans to invade the UK. Our navies aren't done yet, however. The UK is reduced to 34 ships, though. I think I can afford even a not yet fully repaired fleet, although I don't decide that yet. Or I don't decide that at all. I forget, actually, how I end up deciding what to do. But the UK war is really mine to lose at this point. Yeah, I think I just go ahead and I decide to. I just decide to send a fleet out. Oh, no, I don't know what I do. I take two fleets that have not seen any action whatsoever, because this one was down at the Gulf of Guinea, and I send them up to kind of just take up positions around there. Yeah, that was actually smart of me. I didn't send a damaged fleet, but I sent a good fleet. I'll need to begin the invasion group. Yep. All right, so that's finally done. Hopefully I'll get those done quickly. I think that's my planned invasion group. Yeah, I'm gonna send. Oh yeah, I'm gonna reverse Dunkirk. I'm going to launch my invasion fleet from Dunkirk. Maybe in a bunch of yachts too. Break some champagne, kind of laugh at their pain, I suppose. And this is just getting a little embarrassing. I think that's Siam who ended up naval invading. I finally get that 5th research slot, which is good. But I really wonder how useful it is anymore. The Kaiser Wilhelm Society. I think, do I get the Europe Brigada next? Or do I send support to Bulgaria? Or what? No, the reason the oil must flow doesn't work. Oh! Support the Iron Guard. I'm going to ask the Iron Guard to join the Reichspacht. Alright, there goes Greece. Man, that pocket is ripe for the crushing. Yes, and I don't know if I think of crushing it. I definitely think of just getting rid of it. All right, good job so far from my tanks. Oh, yeah, no, I definitely think of at least pocketing some of them. Everyone knows German troops are better than Russian troops. There would have been no second Cold War, or second Cold War. I guess this is it. I guess this is it. This is my brain dying. Oh yeah, I forgot the number of pockets I just start randomly making. The Russian AI was not at all smart in keeping its troops in order. Which is really weird, because I expected the Russians to be better at such a thing. Yeah, I'm about to pocket this giant group. I'm actually going to try and pocket, I believe, an even larger group if I can cut off that one province. But I am definitely a micro player. My macro is good in HOI4, but my micro is where I try to focus, I look for gaps, I look for weak areas that I can exploit. It's my preferred playing style, I suppose. Oh, those tanks finally finished. No, they didn't finish, actually. I thought they did. This is me. Oh, this is when I finally figured out. Reserved convoys, 0 out of 33. I have no convoys. So I decide, probably should start building those. Then I realize I have no oil to do such a thing. Then I realize the only way to get the oil to do such a thing is to bring it all the way up here. I can't trade for any oil because, lo and behold, I have no convoys. I'm such an idiot. I'm honestly really shocked the war over here is not over. Although to be fair, I haven't taken the Fengtian capital. They nearly invaded me again, which just was absolutely silly on their part. Yeah, we're gonna send some troops to kill them. What are those divisions called? The Bubing Dai and the Zhongbing Li? You can never have enough guns. The constant little supply of guns from Africa was really nice. Really kind of helped the war effort. Alright, but so far my line on Russia is stabilizing, largely because I'm not exactly attacking anywhere. So what's the plan? I'm actually curious to see what I do here. Oh, that's the plan. My plan is to just kind of push up more. You know, if it worked once, why won't it work again? That's the German motto. Alright, so they overran their previous mark. Obviously, I'm going to tell them to push up to Moscow. If we take Moscow, we really kind of cripple their industry. They overran their last battle plan as well, so we'll just have them push. It should not take me only 3 armies to push into Russia. I will say that. Kaiserreich people, if you can hear me, you really should make the Russia AI at least a little smarter. I know they're being attacked on 3 different sides, but it should not take me only 3 armies to demolish Russia. And I understand 3 armies is not exactly small. That's a total of, 72 divisions? But this is Russia. It'd be fine if I could defend using only that many. I think I'd agree with that one. But to be able to push into Russia, look at all that green. Look at all that green in the right side of your screen. That's a lot of green. That's a lot of ease. And these aren't even done well divisions. Peyton would be yelling and screaming if he saw that I was winning with these divisions. These are I don't even know if I touched these divisions pretty much at all. So I asked Iron Guard Romania to be in here with me. I decide, you know what, I should look into synthetics. They're the future after all. But that's just so much green. I'm waiting to see if the Iron Guard Romania will join me. They've declined our quite generous offer. Honestly, I was more hoping for oil than anything else. They're finally putting up some fight in certain areas, but you know, I will say at this stage, it is definitely just a matter of time before these countries start falling. I'm curious, though. Place your bets. Place your bets. Who's going to go first? Who's going to go first? Am I going to get to the UK first? Am I going to get Russia first? Or am I going to get the age-old enemy Japan first? Japan, I think, is the longest shot, because I don't even have a navy ready to invade Japan. You can have enough guns. Yeah, we're finally uncapitulating Dutch. Look, we finally lost 176,000 men. Meanwhile, we've inflicted... God, I can't... Can someone do the math for me of what, like, how many soldiers the average German soldier has killed? Because it's a ridiculous number, I'd have to imagine. It's a real ridiculous number, I'd have to imagine. My stomach just decided to have a growly on me. A growlith. Finally getting some convoys. Although they're instantly going for, like, trade and such. Which, you know, there's worse things to go to. Yeah, the British Navy has been reduced to all of 18 ships. Canada managed to navally invade them. Canada has a bigger navy than they do now. Honestly, I could probably kill Canada if I wanted to. Although we'll wait till after the Second Weltkrieg. You know, just take all of France and decide, you know what? We're not doing this again, okay? France, you were ours. Britain, we will put a nice government in for you, yeah, yeah. But we'll see. If I were to do that, that would be one hell of a war, because I'd have to push through all of France, push through Spain, retake England, go to Africa, knock that out, go to Australia, knock that out, go to Canada, knock that out. Go to India, knock that out. Has India even gotten the chance to go through its civil war? I don't think it has. Alright, still are no convoys going to be built there. We have 39 convoys, used total 39. For trade and supply, oh, I have to wait for trade to get filled up. Bummer. Bummer, man. Also, where the heck is my mouse? Oh, my mouse disappears after a while. That's a cool feature. I wish I'd realized that instead of just moving it and now putting it back. But nothing I can do about that. Someone is playing music really loud. It is coming through my ceiling. And I understand the floor is thin. The walls are thin. But it sounds loud from down here. I can only imagine what it sounds like in the room. I've discovered young people nowadays are really deaf. It annoys me. Because, like, people will be rolling down the street in their, like, jacked up Corvette or whatever the hell it is, or, like, with all their windows up in, like, their mom's minivan, and you can feel the sidewalk shaking as you're walking. Like, oh my god, oh, is that little easy? Just boom, boom, boom. It gets annoying after a while, I must say. Alright, my pushes down here are actually going too well. And actually, I'm going to detach a military to go take Sevastopol. And by too well, I mean I'm spreading. It's starting to the point where I'm spreading myself thin, although I've taken Moscow. It's only a matter of time. Will Russia be the first to fall? Oh, I just noticed. Oh, I just noticed how so there's the individual war tabs and there's the global tab. And the global shows everyone you're at war with. The individual war tabs show the individual wars and how much and all of their stats and statistics. Makes so much more sense now. Honestly, I think I will do another Kaiserreich game. Because I'm absolutely shocked that this game did not crash on me. So I think I may consider doing another Kaiserreich game. The only question is, what country would I play as? I could do America, and I could do a... I don't know, do I want to do a Union State playthrough? Union State is really hard. That is a really hard playthrough if I did so choose to do that one. Then again, Combined syndicates is... I've never done a combined syndicates playthrough. Largely because syndicalism is just so not my ideology. But I could be tempted. I could be very tempted to do such a playthrough. In fact, I think that may just be what I do. I think that may be my next plan. I think I'll start recording that at some point, with the audio, of course. With a syndicalist playthrough. You know what shocks me, actually, looking over at the US right now? The federal government held out longer than the Syndies did. It's almost kind of impressive. Alright. There we go. I'm finally getting convoys for the naval invasion. Also, finally, those tanks are done, so I have a full army ready to invade England when the time comes. Get ready for elastic defense. I figure that'll do well in this area where I am moving so fast I can't even keep up. Sheesh. Russians, put up a fight. Have some backbone. I managed to pocket some more cavalry. And the worst part is, I don't even remember modernizing this army. I'm pretty sure I still have some cavalry in places. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I think I do have some cavalry. Man, we are pushing right through them. We're cutting through them like butter, as Peyton would say constantly in that one multiplayer game we had. Yeah, no, that's not my cavalry. That's my puppet's cavalry. I can't be held responsible for that. Oh yeah, Fang Tian capitulated, so now all that's left is Transimer. Man, this is bad for the Japanese. Transimer just got a whole bunch of land up in Russia, though, and I didn't even notice. I didn't even comment on that originally. What the heck happened there? German Empire and the Empire of Japan? Oh, I'm no longer at war with Japan. So Japan was the first to cave. That's interesting. I want to say I'm going to get an event now. Yeah, the Japanese Empire has been utterly defeated by their mortal enemies and forced to surrender all of their mainland territory. We may be able to force them to make a similar deal with us. Demand all territory outside of Japan. I think that's my peace option, actually, now that I think about it, because I could just continue to go to war with them, which I don't know if I really want to. In return for peace, we demanded much of Japan's overseas territories, but they have accepted, and already their territories are in transfer to us. Nice! They've given Korea their independence. They've given Taiwan to the Chinese. They've given a whole bunch of Asia to us, the Deutsche Ostentians. No, and now I'm going to start giving my puppets back their line. Also, I noticed a weird thing that instead of showing green now on the troops that are mine, it showed black, which was weird to me. I think I also realized I don't think I need all these divisions, so I'll just give them back to Ostensins. I don't know how to pronounce them. But yeah, no, and I noticed it specifically whenever I went to click on this navy. I was really weirded out by the fact that all of these colors have changed, and I don't know if it was a button I hit or what. I kind of like it, though, to be honest. I like that the colors of the units match the colors of the nations. I may keep it, but it freaked me the heck out. Alright, and the naval invasion of England has begun. We will attack Liverpool, and then we'll want to get an army ready to immediately send there. This is it, boys and girls. I'm going to be blunt here, probably more boys than girls. This is the end of our war. We will invade Britain, and it will all be over. This is also me just realizing how bad I am at getting people across the ocean. Come on. Come on, you Liverpool. Capitulate. I have no idea. We want your soccer team. Yeah, was that a good joke? Was that a soccer joke? I don't watch soccer. Argentinian commune has capitulated. Marine transports. Our Marines just got better mid-fighting. They suddenly leveled up like in Pokemon. You killed a British soldier. You gained 200 experience. Level up. Come on, you stupid invasion force. Do it. End them. Kill them. Come on. What is taking so long? I walked through Russia faster than this. This is also whenever I start to realize it, because Russia troops are green. Green's my favorite color. I don't know how I felt about murdering troops that had the color green on them. I felt kind of bad. Then I looked up here and I realized we have a ton of Russian troops pretty much caught between a rock and a hard place. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and get rid of the lines because I have to redo the lines. I pushed up so fast that the lines could not handle my awesomeness. So I'll just go ahead and extend those. I need to extend these two. Ta-da. And then down here in Sevastopol, we need to kill Sevastopol. Everything's looking up for me. I need to pick an industrial company. I don't even know what I just did. Oh man, we still haven't broken through at Liverpool yet. Alright, we'll send these troops over to Dublin to prepare their transfer over. Up, 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 up. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Come on. Come on. There! We did it. Now to instantly gain a beachhead. Yeah, there's the cavalry. Although I think those... No. Those are my colonial troops, to be fair. To me, I suppose, to be fair to me, that I didn't modernize my military. But yep, we navally invaded successfully, instantly able to expand the bubble, because I've had some bad times, my friends, dealing with instantly losing the foothold that I just got and losing all of those troops. But we've managed to hit the British with their pants down. Once we get these reinforcements in, this war is, yep. We have done what Hitler couldn't. We have invaded England, and we did it navally, no less. I've actually never, in vanilla HOI4, I have never successfully invaded Britain. That's a kind of sad thing to admit. Looking around the rest of the world, we're doing... Oh, we've got some fellow allied troops cut off over there, but it looks like we're going to save them just in time. Alright. Now we have some slight issues down here in Sevastopol. By issues, I mean we've killed everyone down here and we must go find more. Erich von Manstein will not accept a delay. We keep forming these like little pockets and murdering the soldiers in them. It's weird. I am beginning to think, though, that the war against Russia is pretty much over. We have our offensive line. We're pushing through Britain. It won't be over till we get London, to be fair, though. And then this army's job is just to push across to the other side, split the country in twine. Entwine is just another word for in two, for those of you who don't know. Oh, they're falling against us pretty easily. Italian Republic of the Sardinia. Ooh, that means the Entente and Austria are going to war currently. Ooh, maybe we will keep going in this world, and maybe I will go to war with the Entente. Although, to be honest, I don't know. I think there's one more episode of this, largely because I ran out of time. I'll still definitely post it, even though it is, I think you could basically tell it's just effectively me mopping up the rest of the world. But yeah, I think it's about time. I think I can go ahead and set those guys home to repair. Yeah, no. The ships I start off with are ridiculous. ridiculously strong. Golly, that's a level. Those are a bunch of level 4 destroyers. They are. How much time do I have left on this? 1 minute. I always seem to get close to the 1 minute mark. Yeah, and I'm just making pockets without even trying to anymore in Russia. I feel bad for the Russians. If they only had some competent military leaders. I managed to push past Sevastopol. I legitimately don't think the Russians had any troops ready. I think they were caught completely by surprise and shock. And, the Weltkrieg is basically over, boys and girls. I don't see any way for Russia to claw itself back. I mean, you know what? I don't see any way for Britain. Russia, I can absolutely see to crawl itself back. Because even if Britain pushes me off, if I manage to knock out Russia, that's just all of my military coming for them at once. I think I end up deciding I don't need this army anymore. They can go home to their families. What else? And I think that's where I'll end this episode. So thank you all for watching. We have one more episode of Conquest, my friends.